in a matter of a few days, I had to completely kind of flip the way that I teach.
And it really went from see you next week to see you next fall.
It is really weird walking around here. Kids are supposed to be running through the halls.
I think we're in uncharted territory.
That uncharted territory hit Mullen and every other Nebraska school in March of 2020. COVID-19 forced schools to close doors, forced parents, teachers, and students to find new ways to teach and learn remotely in a really remote place.
The thing about Mullen is we're right in the heart of the Sandhills. We got probably about 500 people in our town, but our district is the size of Rhode Island, square footage wise. We run 6 bus routes, and 2 of them are over an hour one way.
Our kids go to school in Mullen, and in order for them to get to the school bus, though, we take them to our neighbor's place, actually, which is a private trail road, about 5 miles. It takes about an hour and 20 with the bus.
A place with challenges for this new way of teaching. Quality internet and self-service are issues for some, but advantages too. Every student was already assigned a Chromebook through a special program, and some Mullen teachers were already trained in a blended education model involving more use of online interaction and materials. They made the less common choice of graded work for grades 6 through 12 and figured out new ways to teach and learn.
Show of hands who has the materials that I sent you in an email. I think they're all in most houses. Awesome. So this is super fun.
Sarah Harden starts her Chem 1 class with an experiment on intermolecular forces.
So I'm going to take you to my lab. Are you guys excited to see my home lab? You didn't even know I had a lab at home, did you? I'm going to take you there. It's on the floor. Okay. Because I don't have Wi-Fi in my kitchen very well, so I'm hanging out on the floor to do this.
Harden and 14 students are doing the same experiment remotely. Put water on a cookie sheet, cut a piece of paper to create a boat, put the boat in the water, put a drop of dish soap in the cutout, and see how fast the boat moves across the pan.
Here's the most important part, though. Why did that work? I gotta get off the floor. Hold on.
I think the biggest challenge for me as an educator, and specifically in science, was the fact that my classroom is never that classroom where kids are sitting the whole time. I did lecture over Zoom, quite a bit, especially those advanced classes, but at some point they get bored, I get bored. You know what, let's just find some simple materials in your house and do a simple experiment using those tools and try to get a little creative that way to still make it fun for the kids and not just sitting in front of a computer for hours on end.
That's some pretty sweet, really simple chemistry right there.
In some cases, you ran materials around to people.
I did.
A lot of the things the staff kind of came up with kind of on the fly a little bit.
Lots of creative use of Zoom, the online platform Canvas, Google Docs, math lessons posted to YouTube, students recording daily videos of 15 minutes of activity for their PE teacher, and teachers finding different ways to turn home spaces into classrooms.
It was kind of a constant mess for those weeks, and you kind of had to have a space like that you could just leave and walk away from at the end of the night and start again the next day.
I absolutely love that. It still helped me visualize what I was doing.
Madison Jones was one of the students in Harden's science classes.
Madison Jane Jones.
And one of Mullen's 14 class of 2020 seniors, a self-described hands-on learner figuring out different ways to learn when this became her classroom.
So I wanted to kind of recreate the school life at my house. So I'd get up, have breakfast with my family if they were home, and then most of the time I'd go to the kitchen table and start on homework. It was really hard, especially towards the end with the senioritis and just wanting to be done.
It took actually some time for me to really understand and comprehend exactly what all was going on at that time. The most elusive thing for me to try to achieve was trying to keep the kids' attention and their creativity. Instead of just her reading these daily on paper, I thought it was fun for her just when I would write them on the mirror or I would write them there on the dining room window. It just was a little change of pace for her, and a little extra funness, I suppose, for her. It worked out really well, though.
Good job. Okay, now circle each vowel that you see. What are your vowels?
A-E-I-O-U.
Good. Can you circle those, please?
You decided to kind of make sure your ranch was part of the classroom too.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that the ranch offers so many learning opportunities for the kids.
Between 90 and 100.
Get that one right there. The bigger. All right, tell me what I need to do.
When you swing, you want it kind of in front of you, so when you look at the thing, you can see it.
You are taking your life into your hands, you know that. All right, we'll call that good. I got close. Yay!
Oh man, oh.
What I've taken from this is learning, though, what my kids love to do and how they learn best. Okay, well, there you go.
When COVID took over, so did problem solving and creativity.
Even though we weren't in the regular setting, we were able to, move outside the box, think outside the box, and able to educate our kids.
You will have essentially all week to do two things. One of them is a lab.
Do you think teachers get enough credit for being innovative?
Probably not. But when you really think about it, we do have to do that every day. You have to make sure not only are you meeting all the curriculum, but that every student in your class is learning.
Fill out that form. I need your home address to mail you some food for a lab. Don't eat the food when you get it. Jared, that was directed at you.
And so every day there's this special way that teachers have to monitor our kids to make sure that they are understanding it and having fun while they're doing it.
Okay, bye.